Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another episode of FoolCraft. I did a couple things between the episodes, just a couple things. First of all, let me show you, I added a mod. And you'll understand why I added this mod in just a second. I added the Not Enough Wands mod because, honestly, it's one of my favorite mods, and I really love this swapping wand. What this does, it's kind of like the Rod of the Shifting Crest from Botania, only it's way, 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 way better. It'll swap out blocks, but only on the surface. So, that's pretty cool. I can show you how it works in a moment. But, so, yeah, swapping wand, it doesn't take a whole lot to build it. You just need wand cores, which are blaze rods and gold nuggets, and then some glowstone and a block of redstone. And there's a bunch of other wands in this mod as well. I haven't used any of them yet, but, ooh, displacement wand. I might have to use, what is it? The moving wand, because I might have to move my ender portal, but that's okay. So what I did with this wand in between the episodes is, ta-da! I was flying around the pyramid and I built this huge reactor, like I said I was going to do, and we still, by the way, have tons of Escalium in the system from those cows. Yeah, we still have 663. That's after building this giant reactor, which goes all the way down into the basement. But I built it, and I was like, wow, that really doesn't match the white pyramid. Like, that looks really, really bad. So what I did was I took the swapping wand and I swapped everything out. Now to use the swapping wand, let's just do it over here. You just pick a block by shift right clicking, selected block sand, and then you can, well, we don't have any sand, but there we go. Whoops. Interesting. So as long as you have that block in your inventory, you can swap it out with the blocks that are around. And you can switch modes, which I have rigged to the H key, but that's also the hat mod's key. But you can do 3x3 mode, you can do 5x5 mode, you can do 7x7 mode, or you can do just a single. I did most of the pyramid in the 3x3 mode because it was just easiest that way. Okay, and oh, and now we've got a grass block in place of that sand block that we had. It gives you back the blocks that you swap out, which is useful. Oh, to get all of this, this is all basalt, chiseled basalt. I planted a basalt seed. So you can see we've got tons of basalt essence, which is cool. I also replaced the weird fence gate door system that I had going on. Which was terrible, and I'll be the first to admit it. And I'll show you how I did that. I didn't change much down here. I took out the stairs. I took out the reactor that was in the corner. And I took out the Escalium cows because, oh my gosh, we have so many. I want to change the walls and the floor down here as well. But I ran into a little bit of a problem. And that problem is that I want to use factory blocks to do it, and yeah, the recipe gives you 0 factory blocks, so it's kind of a glitch. The modpack developers know about it, so I'm hoping it's going to be fixed in the next update, and then I can fix up down here and make it look better. Let's see what else. Oh, the doors, right. So I built this. This is the door factory from Melissa's Doors. And this is a bit dangerous because Melissa's is known to be a bit buggy, but we'll deal with it as it comes. And it's pretty easy to build. You just need an iron door, some iron ingots, a piston, and some redstone. It doesn't take any power. You just specify what you want for the movement. You can do anything you want. You can have them slide up, you can have them spin, you can have them rotate, you can do basically anything you want. How long it takes to open, if it auto closes. You can choose if it has redstone behavior. You can choose the sound that it makes. And then in here, you can choose what material. Oh, wow, I've got 60 steel blocks in there. You can choose what materials you want to make the door out of. I chose steel blocks and glass in order to match the decor upstairs. So yeah, as you can see, I put 4 of them up here, and you can open them by hand, but you can also just walk over them because I put dark pressure plates, which are an Ender IO thing. Let me show you those. I guess I did more than I thought between episodes. So dark pressure plates are just 2 dark steel ingots. And then you can put them in the painting machine with quite clear glass and they become absolutely invisible, which I just thought was the coolest thing. I'm a nerd, I know it. Let's see what, oh, right. I took out all the water mills and instead I put down this dragon egg mill. And the reason I could do that is because I made a mob controller for our mob farm that has Ender Dragon in it, which is actually really easy to do. Mob prism. You can create an Ender Dragon mob prism by taking a mob prism and adding a dragon egg, which we had from defeating the Ender Dragon, and then just using it on the controller like we did for the who's we call it? The Wither boss. I also added a wireless charger so that my wireless grid can wirelessly charge every time I'm in range of it, which is great. It means no more having to dump stuff in here and wait for it to charge. Also, it's Petmas. So let's see what we got for a gift today. Spawn. It just says spawn. Spawn what? I'm not sure. Okay. I don't think we're gonna spawn. I think I'm a little nervous about that. Yesterday the gift was 5 golden apples, which we will be using today. Yeah. Let me see. I think that's all the changes I made over here. One other thing I did, which is going to lead into what we're doing today, is I ran refined storage cables all the way over here to the Botania area. And you can see, it wasn't as far as I thought it was going to be, so it was actually fairly easy to do. But yeah, if you come down here, you can see that I just ran the cables right over. And then I set up a crafting grid and a crafting monitor over here. I added a drawer controller with a storage bus and an import bus on it. And we'll talk about, or the exporter. And we'll talk about the exporter in a second because that's leading into the project that we're doing today. But the storage bus just allows us to access everything that's in this storage system via the crafting grid. So, that's cool. You can also see over here, I've started to kind of work on the block palette for this particular pyramid, which is another reason that I wanted to change that one to black, is because I wanted to use this living rock bricks over here because I think they're pretty. And this stuff is Bifrost blocks. And to make the Bifrost blocks, let's see. Do I have? Yes. You just take a rod of the Bifrost, and this is super easy to make. It's 2 elementium ingots, 2 pixie dust, and a dragon stone. A dragon stone is a mana diamond through the elven portal, and the pixie dust is mana pearls, and of course the elementium is mana steel. Okay, so you take this and you combine it with, let's see, glass. Let's just take a bunch here. You throw the glass into the mana pool so it becomes mana glass. And then you throw the mana glass through the portal so it becomes Alf glass. And eventually it all comes back. Sooner or later. There we go. Okay. Unfortunately, that takes a hot minute, but that's okay. And then you combine the Rod of the Bifrost with the Alf glass, and you get Bifrost blocks. And it doesn't use up any durability or anything on the Rod of the Bifrost, which is great. But you get these cool color-changing Bifrost blocks, which I think are going to make a really cool-looking pyramid. Whew. So, yes, that is it. Now, to make this, the rest of this pyramid, like all this living rock bricks, we are going to need a ton of living rock. So, what I want to do today is to finish up automating living rock and living wood. As you can see, I kind of already started here. I have kind of an example piece set up. And this is coming directly out of the refined storage system. On top here, we have a constructor. The constructor has a filter in it for stone. So it will always place down a stone block here. It also has a crafting upgrade in it so that if there is no smooth stone in the system, it will actually craft it if there's a recipe available, which there is. And then on the bottom of this block, we have a destructor. And on the destructor, I have a blacklist for stone. If I didn't have that blacklist, then this would just continuously, like this would lay down stone and then this would break the stone and make cobblestone. And we don't want that. So this can only go when this is not stone. You can set it up so that it's a whitelist, so that it only goes when it's living rock, but yeah, it's easy enough to do this way. Okay, so that is the way that that one goes. And I believe I already did a bunch more. Yep. Constructor. And for the wood, it's going to be the same idea. Is we'll just put crafting cards and the blacklist. Crafting cards. There it is. Oh, these are going to be... Of course they are. Of course they are. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and actually I'll set one up right now so that you can see the process. And then I'll go off camera and do the rest. All right, so the thing with the constructors and the destructors is that they have to have some kind of block to go up against, otherwise they won't face in the proper direction. So let's... Now this is going to look a little bit ugly, which is unfortunate, but I mean, there's nothing you can really do sometimes. All right. And then we need some stone. I like how I said I wasn't going to do the whole thing on camera, and now I'm doing the whole thing on camera. All right, so constructor, crafting upgrade. It's got the cobblestone here, so it's not going to place anything down right now. Stone, crafting upgrade. Stone, crafting upgrade. Stone, crafting upgrade. And we just keep doing that all the way around the circle. Okay. Stone, crafting upgrade, and I believe this is the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yep, that should be all of them. All right, so now on the bottom, we have to put the destructors. And I actually think I'm not going to need these cables down here. I thought I was, but it seems like they all connect to each other just fine. So, destructor. Okay, see, it's just going through and breaking stuff. So we blacklist stone. And now that should be, yep, ready to go. All right, I'm going to set up the rest of these and I'll bring you back when I'm finished. See you in a bit. Okay, we're back and it's working like a charm. We did the same exact thing we did over here, only with wood instead of stone, and you can see every time that this pure daisy in the middle turns something into living wood or turns something into living rock, it immediately gets broken and transported into the system. Now, if we didn't have some kind of limit on this, we would just get living wood and living rock just clogging up our system, because this is very efficient and it goes quite quickly. So to combat that, what I've done is I've set up an exporter onto this drawer controller, and this exporter will export living wood and living rock into these drawers, which I have set up here and locked. These they have a stack limit on them. I don't remember what it is. Whoops. Oh, 16. So when this makes 16 stacks of each of these, it'll stop. That'll be it. It'll be done, and it won't do any more. It won't just continuously run forever and ever and ever, unless we use a bunch, and then it will start making more. Good system, right? I'm quite pleased with it. So, on to more Botania stuff for today. In between the episodes, I will finish up building this pyramid, but for now, I've decided to do something a little more exciting, and that's fight the Gaia Guardian. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention one more thing I did. I silenced this mana spreader because, honestly, it was just a pain in the butt. It's so loud. I just took a piece of wool and then right-clicked on the mana spreader, and it completely silenced it. The flowers still make noise when they eat the coal, but that's fine. We're not going to have those around forever. Okay, so one of the things I want to make for the Gaia Guardian fight is a flower called the Fallen Canidae. I don't know how you pronounce that. But it's actually pretty easy to make. It's 2 white petals, 2 yellow petals, an orange petal, and a rune of spring. And we actually, I believe, already have a rune of spring. Yes, we do, in the system. Great. We're also going to need some bone meal. We don't want to use up all our flowers. And then I think I have some shears in my bag. Not in the under pouch. Silly. There we go. Alright. That's better. What did I say? 2 white, 2 yellow, and an orange. And then, of course, we need some seeds as the final touch. All right, so white, white, orange, yellow, yellow. Oh, I forgot the rune. Unfortunately, when you craft this, you don't get the rune back, but that's okay. Okay, so the next thing that we want to do is we want to actually make this into a floating version. And I think floating. There we go. No, you don't want to craft for me? That's weird. Anyway, I believe it's like this. All right, I'm gonna look this up and I'll bring you back when I figure it out. See you in a bit. All right, I'm gonna admit it. I have no idea what's going on. According to everything I've found online, combining a functional flower with a piece of dirt and a pasture seed should create a floating flower. I will check the config files later to see like what's going on, and maybe that'll fix it. I hope so. But unfortunately, that is all the time that we have this episode. Let me show you where we're going to put this flower, and then we will wrap up. All right. So you can see I finally put a beacon into our arena here. And I have tested this out in a creative world, and it does work. So that's pretty good. Okay, so make sure mobs can't get onto that. All right, so this flower, as you can see, gives you regeneration 3, which is really good. This is one of the few status effects that will actually work during the Gaia fight. Like this, the strength, resistance, and haste from the ring, that's all gonna go away. Anything that's from the pets, like explosion resistance or things like that, that's all gonna go away. So yeah, this is a really, really helpful flower to have during the Gaia fight. And it just eats a little bit of mana out of this pool, and it applies the regeneration 3 effect, which is cool. All right, so unfortunately, as I said, that is all the time that we have for today. Come back next time and we will brew some potions to take with us into the fight. We'll build some Gaia pylons, and we will fight the Gaia Guardian. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you again next time.